Hey YouTube, this is Felicia with Bible Scraps, and welcome to day 3 in my series 12 Days with Christ Must. We are on day 3. Now, before I get started, let me mention that tomorrow will be no day 4. I am going to take a break from this series. I intended to do 12 consecutive days, but I don't know what I was thinking. But here's the thing, I will do 12 days, but I'm not going to do it on the corresponding days. Trying to stick with rituals and traditions can drive you mad. So I will be back with this series, let's see, if not Sunday, on Monday. So once again, this is day 3. If you missed day 1 and day 2, just go back and check it out. It's a different spin on the 12 days of Christmas, and I think a lot of good information. It'll give you a different take on Christmas. All right, so this particular, well, by the way, I'm continuing on making my rubber stamped snippet folds. I'm using a variety of woodblock rubber stamps. Many, if not all of these, are from yesteryear. They're vintage. And I'm creating a collage. This is a concept I developed recently using receipt paper. And this collage will be perfect for junk journaling. And that's how I intend to use it. But I also like it too because I can play around. I can actually ink up my rubber stamps and use them. Now, this topic, I realized recently that it's really controversial. I did not know that. About 5 or 6 years ago, my husband and I, we went to our son's Christmas program. I think he was in the 5th grade. It could have been 6 years ago. Time is flying by. But anyway, every year the kids, they do a winter program. And his class were performing a popular Christmas carol, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. So I'm all excited in the audience and I'm singing along with them. But when they get to Merry Christmas, they switch it out for Happy Holiday. And I remember looking at my husband like, did you hear what I just heard? The song goes, we wish you a Merry Christmas, but they said, we wish you a Happy Holiday. And I'm like, no. I probably even shouted out, no, it's Merry Christmas, because I did not know what was going on. And what I didn't know back then, of course, I know today, is that was intentional. That was intentional. So ever since then, I've had this acute awareness that, well, I asked the question, what is going on? Didn't Marvin Gaye ask that in his song, What's Going On? What's going on when it comes to Christmas? If you caught my video yesterday, I talked about how commercialized Christmas has become. You can find any and everything or type of ornament to adorn your tree or decorate your front lawn except a nativity, except the 3 wise men. Now, those things are out there, but it's not many compared to everything else that don't pertain or depict what Christmas is all about, which is the birth of Jesus. So this controversy over the phrase Merry Christmas, first of all, I'm like, really? It's a controversy? When did it become a controversy? Because Christmas has always been about his birth. It's always been about Christ. That's why we have Christmas. That's why we have a holiday. We would not have a holiday if it wasn't for the birth of Christ. So why is it now controversial to say Merry Christmas? I'm like, I can't believe it. The holiday season, Christmas time, it's stressful all by itself because we're doing all these things that don't really pertain to what Christmas is all about, right? So we're stressing ourselves out. And then on top of that, it's more stress because we got to figure out, well, should we say Merry Christmas? Or should we say Happy Holiday? Or should we say season's greeting, or some other generic salutation. So, I don't know, you guys. I don't know about this whole. My brain was like, I was getting just, the more I thought about it, the more confused I was getting. Now, I do know a little something something. I know that happy holiday, it's a generic salutation, and it's one that's neutral and one that don't don't offend. But I guess I'm still so confused because I'm going back to, well, it's Christmas, or we have a holiday because it's Merry Christmas. We would not have a holiday without Merry Christmas. So how can we remove or replace Merry Christmas when it's always been about Christmas? It's always been about Christ. How do we then... Okay, you guys have heard me say it. I just believe there's some movement to take Christ out of Christmas, because this whole debate thing, this whole controversy thing just makes no sense to me. Okay, I did do just a little bit of research, and I probably confused you guys with what I just said. That's because I'm confused. I am confused about this whole notion to use happy holiday or season's greeting over Merry Christmas. That's all I've ever known, right? Many of you, that's all you have ever known. Though we have used, and I do use happy holidays. I never had a problem with it until I came into the knowledge about this movement to change the way I think. This movement to get me to stop using Merry Christmas, which makes me want to use it more and more and more, right? And not use happy holidays. But anyway, I did a little bit of research, and the phrase Merry Christmas was popularized in 1844 by Charles Dickens, his Christmas carol called A Christmas Carol. Now, the use of happy holidays, it's been around for a long time, but, and check this out, I did not know this. The phrase happy holidays, it spread in the late 1900s, but it was actually popularized by the retail industry because they did not want to offend customers who did not celebrate Christmas. Did you guys know that? What? Did they have a summit and all come together and decide to push this ideology to use happy holidays over Merry Christmas as to keep customers and keep making money? Just threw Christ under the bus, right? Which is why I appreciate places like Hobby Lobby, Chick-fil-A, and even In-N-Out, who I recently learned, and I didn't know this, and many of you probably didn't know this too. They actually have scriptures on some of their cups and plates. I did not know that. I appreciate them even more in today's time, knowing that there is this movement to remove Christ. Now, what I also didn't know was that, well, it's common sense to me that Merry Christmas is rooted in a religion, but I didn't know that holiday is also rooted in religion. Okay, so Christmas means the Mass of Christ, which describes the first Mass or Mass held to commemorate Christ's birth. But holiday means holy day. It means holy day. I did not know that. It makes sense because if you spell holiday, well, you're spelling like holy day. So then the question is, why is it controversy? We know Christmas talks, it means Christ. But holiday, if it comes from religious connotations, why do people prefer holiday over Christmas? And this is what I think. Well, Christmas denotes Christ's name. And his name is offensive. His name is always going to offend people. The devil would love for nothing more than to stop us from using his name. Christ is in Christmas for a reason. Once again, Christmas, it's all about Christ. And he would love nothing more than for us to conform and not use Christmas. But people, if we don't stand for something, we'll fall for anything. And I don't see the harm in saying Merry Christmas. Now, if I know someone is offended by Merry Christmas, don't celebrate Christmas, then I'm not going to intentionally try to offend someone. I'm going to keep my Merry Christmas to myself and not say it. But, I'm not offended if someone greet me with a happy holiday. I'm not offended if someone greets me with season's greetings or happy Hanukkah or happy Kwanzaa. It puts a smile on my face because they're administering goodwill. And that is what it's about. Administering goodwill. But I don't have time. I don't have the mental or emotional energy to try to think about whether, what I should say because I'm fearful that I might offend someone. I come across strangers all the time like you do, on a walk, out shopping, everywhere. And we don't know what people think. So the question is, should we conform and use a generic salutation like happy holiday out of fear of not, offending people? Or should we say Merry Christmas? Should we keep it real? Should we speak Merry Christmas because Jesus is the reason for the season? Should we declare our faith in that way? What do you think? For me in my house, it's all about Merry Christmas until I know otherwise. I don't know any other way outside of Merry Christmas. It's all I've ever known. It's all I will ever know. And I got to be authentic to me. But we all have to be led by our own consciousness. How do you feel about this whole controversy? Because right there, that's what the season is about. It's about a Savior being born. A child is born. To me, that is what Christmas is about. So it will always be Merry Christmas for me. All right, you guys, I want to thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, why not like it? Give me a big thumbs up. Why not subscribe? Why not hit that notification bell? Why not leave a comment and share your thoughts on this topic? All right, I do want to thank you all for watching. As always, blessings.